All right, Dave, this is our 63-day results day we've been waiting for. We just finished the bulk series. So tell us from beginning to end, 63 days, what's been going on, how you did in the last 30 days or the last phase.
Yeah, well, today's video should give you a good feel for should I do this program. What results did these guys see when they're 2/3 of the way through the program and have done the build phase and then done the beast phase where you
Bulk.
the bulk phase where you're starting to put on some bulk before you start to cut. And it's pretty impressive. I'm pretty pleased with the results. I'm surprised at 60 days that you can get this much result. You feel it in your body, so you know it's there, but measurement-wise, it came out. So biceps for me went from 13 inches at the start of the program to 14 inches, both right and left. So picked up 1 inch in biceps. Pretty big gain in 60 days.
On each arm.
13 to 14 in 60 days, basically, right?
Yeah.
Chest went from 37.5 up to 38.75, so picked up 1.25 inches in chest size. Thighs pretty much stayed the same. I've been doing a lot of running before and a lot of elliptical, and I went from 21.5, 22 to 21.75, 21.75. So balanced out, but really the same measurement there. So it didn't pick up too much there. Didn't really need to. Calves 14.75, 14. Pretty much stayed the same. 15, 14.75. So there's not a lot of calf work in this. Probably want to add some if you want to increase those, but it's hard to increase calf size anyway. Belly button around the waist. I increased actually. I gained a little bit of weight, but I was real low from running. I was real skinny. It was 32 when I started, up to 33.25. I was probably 35 before I started running a year ago, so 33 is still pretty good. Hips stayed the same, 33 to 33. Shoulders, very big increase. We all saw a big increase there. I saw almost 3 inches, 45.5 up to 48.25. So 2.75, very near 3-inch increase. And our neck reading was 15.5, half inch bigger, but might just be measurement. Weight 164 at the start of the program, up to at home I'm reading 176, but here on the body fat scale I was about 173, 172.
But your original 164 reading was from your home scale.
Yeah.
So we'll just stick with that. That's 177.
I'm up about 11 or 12 pounds.
11, 12 pounds.
In
yeah.
the 60 days. 8.5% body fat was at a middle point in the program for us, and I'm up to 9.5% body fat now, which makes sense because I picked up a little bit.
But Sagi, according to his book, wants us at 10%.
So I'm
That's his ideal.
Right there in the pocket, and you know, chest up 1.25 inches, shoulder up almost 3 inches, shoulder measurement, and biceps huge gain, 1 inch on the right, 1 inch on the left, from 13 inches to 14 inches, a big increase. So I'm very pleased with the program. Definitely do it if you want to see quick gains on your size and especially your upper body.
Okay. Let's see. We got Casey over here, sitting at my desk.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's easier to read. Okay, so I don't know. I have mixed feelings on my results. First of all, the biceps. I've gone up on my right bicep. I started out at 12, and now I'm 12.5. So 63 days of the program, I've gained 1/2 inch. My left bicep, I've had a little bit of a difference there. I started out at 11, and now I'm 12.25.
Wow.
So I've had a bigger increase on my left bicep than I have on my right, but now my right and my left are basically the same size. So proportionate-wise, I'm doing better there. My thighs, I've had absolutely no change. I went from 22 on my right thigh, and then I went up to 22.5, and then now I'm back down to 22. But my left thigh, same thing. I went from 21 to 21.5, and now I'm back down to 21.
But didn't you say that you wanted to...
Yes, so that's where I'm going with it.
Okay.
So my thighs, I did have some weight that I needed to lose on my thighs. However, I will say on this one, I said it before on one of our other videos, I think my legs have thinned out but gotten bigger at the same time, if that makes any sense at all.
More muscular.
Exactly, meaning a lot more toned. We were noticing in the photo shoot that you could see my calves, you could see my thigh muscles popping, you could see my glutes that were popping out. So I think that's a good change. I don't have like a huge increase there, but overall, I think as a female, I'm very pleased with
How did
this.
you see your glutes popping out during the photo shoot?
Because in this picture, you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. See,
That's
I
one of the
have a
photos.
lot of, you can see my glutes, my muscles actually kind of popping out right
So
there.
skin tight
Yes.
outfit that you had on.
Yes.
I like big butt.
And
And I cannot lie.
My chest, I started out at 34. Now at the measurements today, I'm at 35 and a half. So I've gone up a full 1.5 inches on my chest.
And that's a full, the chest measurements all the way around, so that includes your lats.
Correct. So a girl likes a big chest, so that's good. My calves, no difference whatsoever, except for my left calf. I started out on my right 12 and a half. I'm still 12 and a half. My left, I started out at a 12. Now it's a 12 and a half. So both my calves are at 12 and a half now, which is great because they're proportionate. Again, they haven't got bigger, but the definition of them have gotten a lot better. I've actually got little poppers now. So I think my legs have really thinned out as far as shredded the fat and then built the muscle tone back on. So it's just kind of equaling each other out there. The belly button, really haven't had too much change there either. I started out at 28 and a half. Then I went to 28. Now I'm back up to 28 and a fourth. So I'm still playing around in that same field. I blame it on the Burger King that I just ate before the measurements.
Oh,
though.
not good.
No, that was a big negative. But, so not a good choice before measurements. I'm sure that's not the only reason.
It's never a good choice.
My hips, no change at all either. I was at 31, I went up to 31 and 3/4, and now I'm back down to 31. So again, I'm glad it went back down because I don't want to get bigger in my hips. I want those to stay about where they're supposed to be, so we're doing good. Shoulders, this is where I've seen my biggest improvement, like Dave was saying a minute ago. I started out at 40 and now I'm at 43. So I've gained a full 3 inches on my shoulders since we started the program. So that's a huge change. The neck, haven't really changed there either. I went from 12 and a half to 12 and a fourth, and now I'm at 12 and 3/4. So I'm still dancing around that same area. The one thing that we did notice, I know we had kind of did a video before where we're kind of in this exact scenario, sitting around just talking. We had hooked ourselves up to the little machine to see what our body fat percentage was. It's a body fat percentage analysis, so it analyzes what it is. We kind of had mixed feelings on how we really felt about this machine last time. We didn't really know how accurate it was. However, after doing it again, we feel a little bit better about the result. I think was our ultimate decision on that. I weighed in at 121 and I was at 28% body fat then. Now I'm weighing in at 124, but so I've gone up 3 pounds since we measured or did our weight last time, but my body fat percentage has gone down to 25.1.
So even though you're heavier, your body fat percentage is down.
Is going down.
That blows up our theory last time that weight was a big factor. It's not a big factor.
We're doing a video right now, babe. Okay, so yes, exactly. So I think that makes us feel a lot better about it. I'm still not really happy about being at 25.1%. That still saddens me, but I can take a realistic look at myself and say I do have areas to improve on. My stomach, I still have some love handles that I need to get rid of, and I still have some on my thighs, my saddlebags, that I can cut down on. So I do believe that that's still, I don't know, I don't feel 100% about it. It kind of hurts my feelings. I'm going to go home and cry tonight probably. But it is what it is. So that's where we were. Did you tell them about your body fat percentage
Yeah.
and everything? Okay, I wasn't listening. I was redoing our things so that we could
Read 'em.
see it easier than that. That was kind of chaotic. So my view on the program, however, is I like the program. I think it's been a lot of fun. As far as the results go, I knew my shoulders would get big. That's just one thing. My body naturally, I get shoulders and I get traps really easy. And I wish we had a way to measure traps too, because I know my traps have gotten a lot bigger. since we first started the program. So my upper body's really seeing all the changes more than my lower body, as far as getting bigger, but my lower body is getting smaller, which is what I wanted it to do. So I like the program overall. I think it's the 6 weeks, I've said it before. I like the first. I saw most of my results that first 3 weeks. The 6 weeks, didn't see quite as much jumping as I did the first 3 weeks of it. But I guess that's what's to expect, because when you're not working out, you are going to see results a lot faster. Your body's just going to really adapt to it, I think.
Well, and don't you think, a lot of people, we're trying to get bigger in certain areas in this program, but somebody who might be a little bit overweight, this program right here could actually make them smaller, and I think that's what you're seeing in the lower half.
Yes.
Is that you're burning the fat and you're putting on muscle.
Correct.
And so even though the numbers are the same or even smaller, that's exactly what you wanted the program to do.
Exactly. I know that I want to do some before and after photos, because I think the photos that we've been taking along the way really show more progress than what the numbers are showing. I know we've said it about Dave. Dave has gotten extremely cut. You can really see the lines a lot better on him. Doesn't necessarily mean that he's got a lot more mass on him, but he's definitely got more definition on him. I think the same thing goes with me. I think if you look at the before and the after photos, you'll be able to see the legs are a lot longer and fuller. Not
tighter.
Quite so, yes, tighter, but not so hairy. An upside down pear, I guess is what I want to call it. Not that I was really big to begin with. But I do think the before and afters will really show. But we'll do the before and afters probably after we finish the program, more than right now.
Who's that calendar girl behind you?
Oh, yes, that's me. I'm an ex-beauty.
Smaller shoulders,
A
though.
lot smaller. There's a good pit. That's a good. This was her about a year ago.
Yeah, 1 year.
And you can see how thin the shoulders are and how little she is up top. This was for Etched Beauty's photo calendar shoot. And now you take a look and turn around and show those shoulders off. Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, they're big.
So.
Oh, I'm sorry, hang on. But again, I think I've mentioned it before. I've been really gasped in the videos before. Okay, just a minute. Hang on. I've been gasped in the videos because what you were just talking about. It is, you are getting your cardio workout while you're doing the program. Dave and I were just talking about how in the twist, when you're doing the plank twist, if you really speed it up, you get more cardio out of it, or you can go at a slower pace. It's whatever you want to do with it. But you definitely do get your cardio workout, so I do believe that you are burning your fat. I mean, we've noticed that on our fat percentage even has gone down. So even though we're putting on more muscle mass, it's all flip-flopping. So I'm excited to see what this last 3 weeks is going to do. I'm a little bit nervous about it just because we are going to the Bahamas. You're not as apt to eat as healthy as you probably should.
We will.
So we're definitely going to put our foot forward and try to do our best at it.
We're going to do it.
But yeah, so that's it. So I like the program. Definitely wouldn't mind going back to it.
Okay.
The first 3 weeks in general will be more productive for women, and the second for the 6 weeks will be more productive for men.
That's
Why do you think that?
I guess. I don't know. I just got that feeling that you're going to see the biggest weight gains, not weight gains, but size gains. Feel the biggest improvement for women in the first week, especially if you're fit like you are. And guys will see more when they start to get bulk. That's kind of how I feel. And measurement-wise, you can see that in my numbers.
Well, I think a lot of it goes back to is, there's a lot of stereotype that goes around, like the picture the other day, that if a woman lifts weights, she's going to get bulky. And the truth of the matter is, you're not going to get bulky naturally. You have to be taking the supplements. You have to be taking the extra stuff in order for a girl to get big.
The fat, and you're going to put on the muscle.
It's partly where you're looking for the gain too, because even you saw the biggest gain in the 6 weeks of bulk in your shoulders.
Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't see as much in the first 3 weeks as you did in the 6 week bulk in your shoulder area.
No, that's
a big gain.
no, absolutely.
Okay, my results. Here I am. I'm highly disappointed because I like big arms.
You didn't get your 15.
And I wanted to get to 15, and I didn't. I actually have only gained 1/8 of an inch in my right bicep the entire time. From 14 and a half to 14 and 5/8.
But they're fuller.
We do. That's what I was going to say. I do feel like, and we all have said this, that they're a lot fuller. The shirts are a lot tighter where my shirt cuts me. So I believe that it's a lot longer muscle now, and there's a lot more here. The left arm, however, has gone from 13 and a half to 14. So it's catching the right arm, and some of that may have to do with you can only do so much with your left arm, and if it was that much, it was a full inch smaller than my right arm when we started the program. So whatever I can lift with the left arm is what I got to be doing with the right arm. So that could be slowing the growth down in the right arm. But in all reality, we want to get them about the same size.
Well, it goes back to what we were talking about the other day about one of our subscribers had said why we're not using the easy bar curl and stuff. And this is an exact reason why, is because when you are using the bar, you'll let your right arm or your strong arm overcompensate for your weaker arm. And so your right arm will continue to grow, but your left is going to get lagged behind. And by doing the barbells, like we've been doing in this program, the dumbbells, we're actually making your weights do their own work for each arm, so you're not going to grow as much because you can't go up as high with your other ones.
I could probably do 35s, 40s with the right arm.
But your left can't.
My left arm just can't do it.
15-inch right and a 14-inch left.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you're never going to be proportionate.
Just be unbalanced, right? Okay.
Keep getting bigger and bigger.
Grab a big weight for your right arm and a little weight for your left arm. I don't think Sagi would tell us that. So, as far as my thighs are concerned, I've gone up almost a little over an inch in my right thigh, 1.25 inches, and then the left thigh is an inch. So they're exactly the same now, 21 and a half, 21 and a half. Now here's my biggest gain. It's been in the chest. I've been putting some boobies on.
You got some big boobies?
I got some big boobies. I started at 37.
Are those implants?
Went to 38 and a half, and then this time jumped to 39 3/4. So I'm up 2 3/4 inches in my chest, lats area. So that I was really impressed with and really happy with. Kind of gives you more of that kind of that diamond look that you really want. The calves haven't changed much. I've gained 1/2 inch in my right overall, and I've gained 1/2 inch in my left overall. They're off by about an 1/8 of an inch. They're almost identical size. The belly button area, I started at 34.
Belly.
Second weigh-in was 34, and the third time we measured today was 33 5/8.
Oh, somebody's been eating right.
So it's gone down.
Add the 3-inch increase in shoulders
and the weight gain.
And the 1-inch decrease in the waist, and now you've got a 4-inch difference top to bottom.
Exactly. So I got that nice diamond cut, and that's kind of what I want. Maybe I can get to 33. Maybe that's too small. Anyway, but the hips have not changed. 33, 33, 33. They've been the same all the way through, and so that's good. Shoulders, 45 and a half when we started. What are you laughing at Dave for? Oh, I thought you were looking at Dave.
I was. He was going like this, then he went like this, because that's what you're doing, is you're doing your little...
45 and a half was my shoulders when we started, and now I'm at 48 3/4, so I'm up 3 1/4 inches on, or 3 1/2 inches.
On what?
On my shoulders, 48 3/4 inches. Yeah, what a beast.
You went more than 4 inches like this.
Yes. I'm pretty happy with that. You can't... So the results have been amazing. I'm really happy with it. I've done... I don't think you get this kind of results like with the P90X program. I told Dave, I said I might shrink once we start doing P90X because you're not doing as many weights. So I don't know. We'll see, because we're going to jump into that next and see maybe if our weight comes down a little bit. I might. I don't know. We're going to find out what goes on with that. However, what I do know with P90X and the other programs, with P90X, there's a lot of weightlifting. So it's just lift big and do the 8 to 10s instead of the 12 to 15s like Tony says. Then my body fat percentage, I've gained weight, which has to be muscle, because my body fat percentage before was 9.5%, and I'm down to 8.5% body fat now.
But you are getting too skinny.
So, yeah, Sagi would tell me, you need to eat more. You need more calories. But I've been playing this week. I'm not faithful every day to do my MyFitnessPal and keep up with it. But this week I did it like 3 times, and every single time I'm eating almost to the calorie what I should be eating.
Which is?
The other day I ate about 3,200 calories the other day.
You pig.
And that includes what I'm taking away. Really, I'm supposed to eat whatever 2,800, but then when you add the exercise in, you got to add calories to compensate for that. So 3,200 calories is what I've been eating, and I haven't really gained any fat, and really struggling to gain weight. I've been at 164 to 166 for about a month, and now I've been sticking again back at that 166. It's been 3 nights in a row, 166, 165.8, and 165.8. So I've kind of found a little spot there where I think I'm at 166 now. I'm not fluctuating quite as much as I was before. So great results. Looking forward to the Beast series, and I think we can still get bigger during Beast, even though there's more cardio. Maybe that'll shred some more of the fat.
Oh, dear Jesus, I hope.
But we're still doing a lot of weightlifting, so I don't see why we can't get bigger. So we'll see. We'll let you know the results after the Beast series.
So we're going to go do the Beast series starting today, correct?
We're going to go work out right now, and we go back to build chest and tries. That's what we do today. And tomorrow we got to go back to bulk legs.
Ew. I thought we were done.
Not our favorite. And then we do build legs next week. So it's kind of, the last phase is a mixture of phase 1 and phase 2, and they just kind of keep the muscle confusion going, kind of the old P90X philosophy during this last phase. So that's my review.